another edition of the Platoon Baseball Podcast. Joined by my lovely co-host Jesse Paul, and now regular occurring guest Braverly. What's going on, boys?
Go. How we doing?
Doing good. Glad to be here on a nice 70-degree night in Houston, Texas. I don't know about you two. I bet it's a lot colder than that.
It's like
Yeah,
55 degrees out today. It's pretty
I'm
lovely.
gonna say it's 41 in Bismarck still.
Jeez, summer for you guys.
Spring is coming, which means baseball season is upon us.
It is. We've had pitchers and catchers report for every team, and now full squads. I think yesterday was the Dodgers were the last team to have everybody report. So everybody should be in camp now, getting ready, figuring out what to do with lineups, rotation, bullpen. It's all coming to shape. We got games this week. Games Friday.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's nuts.
2.5 weeks till World Baseball Classic. A lot of
Yeah,
sporting events going on.
are you guys interested in that? I don't even think I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know if I'm gonna turn it on the TV because I'm going.
Exactly.
I
No,
don't
we
know.
uh we are about probably closer to 3 weeks, but a little less than 3 weeks
Two and a
away from
half.
attending the Italy-Brazil game to start us off on Saturday, March 8th, I believe, or
Sure.
March 7th, sorry. So,
Seventh.
looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Yeah, I bought us all little surprise gifts. I'm shipping it to your house, Chris. I'm not telling you guys what it is until we go to the first game we're bringing them with. So
I actually have no idea what it's going to be. Are
it's
they
gonna be sick.
cowbells?
I'm not telling you what it is. It's gonna be sick though. It's gonna be fun. I got GD one too.
I trust you. I
So
trust you. I think Jesse has prepared a little game for us to start us off tonight.
yeah. I like our over under segment, don't get me wrong.
Oh, before you do the game, can you
Oh,
give us a little detail on the Wyatt Myers tank yesterday?
dude, I have no detail.
Oh, that's it. He just
That's
hit a
all I
tank.
got. There's a
Okay.
video circulating my household and I haven't gotten a hold of it yet. But yeah, my brother Wyatt his first collegiate home run yesterday as a
Shout out
freshman. So
Wyatt.
that's exciting.
Good for him.
Yeah, he came in last weekend into 2 games, went 2 for 3 with a walk, and made some good plays at either second or short. I don't know where he got in. And then I believe he started this game this weekend and hit a tank. So
Well, just like you saw around the rest of the college baseball universe, it all started this weekend for them as well, games wise. So there was a lot of stuff all over. I personally taken a lot of my baseball news through X. So it was fun reading and watching just baseball clips again. Was fun to see that.
yeah. But the game today is not going to be over under. We're going to switch it up.
Bum,
Um,
bum, bum.
so this one I've got 5 rounds of clues I'll be giving you guys. If you guys get it after the first clue, you get 5 points. And if you get it after the last clue, which will be the teams they've played on in the last 5 seasons,
Are
you'll
we
only get
working
1 point.
together or against
No,
each
no, no,
other?
no. You're against each other.
Okay.
I
So
think
I'm
I
gonna
think
have you
Chris is
raise your
gonna have my
hands so I
number.
can know who's gets to guess first.
You know, you're still the only one who's defeated me.
I think you got me on this
Or
one
was it?
though.
It was you who
I
beat me, not Strauss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat
No,
you.
yeah, because I
Strauss is
did
0
the.
for 1. I beat Strauss last
Yeah,
week.
that's right.
Don't get things twisted.
My bad, my bad.
But do we have we need to just keep a record count to come into each
I
episode.
yeah.
Chris is
I I'll
Chris is 2 for 1. Brady's 1-0. I'm 1-0. Strauss is 0-1 and Reed's 0-1.
Oh, and two, I believe he is. I've beaten Reed twice.
No, you beat the computer once. We did a little solo challenge and you had to get like 3 of 5.
Oh,
But
it's because
Strauss
Reed.
and Reed are 0 and 1.
yeah,
It's because Reed doesn't love us anymore. He got like a big boy job, and now he's like too cool to pod.
but so me and
Better
Brady are the only
boast.
undefeated. So this is a test here.
Geez, I should have came with a game for you guys.
No, it's okay. We'd like to maintain one of us being undefeated.
Yeah, it's
I guess that
As
would
long as
happen
one Blue Jay
regardless.
fan is undefeated, everything is right in the world.
Everything is right
but
in
it's,
the
it's
world.
better if they both are.
True.
We'll start a little easier, okay? So like I said, I'm gonna give you a clue. You can raise your hand at any point while I'm reading it, and then after you raise your hand, I'll give you like 5 seconds. I don't want you thinking on after you put your hand up. So
No penalty for guessing wrong.
no penalty for guessing wrong.
All right.
You get one guess a round. I'm not gonna let you have two guesses in the same round. So you gotta wait for the
And
next clue.
we got to raise our hand.
Raise your hand and I'll say your name and then you give your guess.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So the first one will be the easiest round, or the easiest player, I guess. So round one, worth 5 points. In 2022, this player hit 46 home runs. Any guesses? And you don't have to guess. I can move on to the next round. Chris,
I don't get penalized for
you
this.
do not get penalized.
Matt Olson.
Incorrect. Brady, would you like to take a stab?
Yeah, why not? Giancarlo Stanton.
Incorrect. Round two. The last 5 seasons, they have a 231 batting average. Chris.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber is the correct answer. You earned yourself 4 points with that one.
I was gonna guess it round one too.
Yeah, that
He
was
was
the
the first
easiest
person
one
that
for sure.
he was
So,
gonna pop into he popped in my head right
Well,
away.
you said 46 homers and low batting average. I was like, sounds
Yeah,
like a little Schwarby.
all right.
I think yeah.
A little Schwarby. Let's
The next
go.
round. Round number one worth 5 points. In 2023, they had a 2.25 ERA.
2023.
2023. Any guesses? Chris.
It's not Scooble.
This is not Scooble.
2.25 ERA.
2.25 ERA in 2023.
I'm gonna throw just complete random one out
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Pablo Lopez.
Incorrect. Not a bad
Not a
guess.
bad- I like that guess.
All right, round two worth 4 points. In 2023, they also had 234 strikeouts.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
That is a lot of strikeouts.
Chris.
Garrett Cole.
Incorrect. Brady.
I can't remember if he was hurt or not, but I'm gonna go with it. Chris Sale.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I think that his year was 2024. I thought about Chris
Yeah,
too.
I think
All
his
right,
year
round
was
three worth 3 points. They have 2 career Cy Young awards. Chris.
Corbin Burns.
Incorrect.
two correct,
For the
two
Mets.
Cy Youngs.
Brady.
Verlander.
Incorrect. Round four. They are a left-handed pitcher.
You're gonna give me a stroke.
This is gonna drive me insane.
It's hard. I know this game is hard going into it just after making it.
He's a lefty.
See,
I
I
think
would guess Chris
here,
Sale
let's do a
again.
little recap since you guys are a little stumped right now. They have in 2023 they had a 2.25 ERA with 234 strikeouts. They have 2 career Cy Young awards.
I'm assuming they won a Cy Young this year
I'm not going to answer that question.
because it's a clue at the end.
It is not a clue, but
Okay.
they're left-handed. All right, I'm going to move on to clue number 5.
Yeah, I guess we don't have a guess for that.
From 2021 to 2023, they were on the Padres. In 2024, they were on the Giants. And in 2025, they were on the Dodgers. Brady.
Rich Hill.
Incorrect.
I
Jeez, you
have
just gave
no
Rich
other-
Hill like the biggest compliment ever.
Chris, I'll give you 10
That's-
seconds.
I had no
I'm having
idea.
a stroke.
This is pretty unbelievable.
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. This is gonna be a
Blake
player.
Snell.
Blake Snell is the
Yeah,
correct answer.
there it is.
So
Oh, God.
only 1 point earned because you got on the last clue. So not a
I-
deal breaker.
So
He
I
has
have
2 Cy
5 total
Youngs?
points.
You have
Well,
five
he got a
total
Cy
points.
Young that year for sure.
He got a Cy Young in 2023, and he also had a Cy Young in 2018 with the Rays. He had it in 2018. He had a 1.89 ERA.
I can't believe.
234 strikeouts is wild.
How do I forget about Blake Snell?
Yeah, same. Just because he's on the Dodgers and they have
Yeah, no one
everybody.
cares. But pretty incredible career from him so far.
You're welcome, Rich Hill, by the way, if you're listening.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, let me decide which player I want to do next. Yeah, we'll do this guy next.
In 1883, Matt Kilroy had 513 strikeouts for the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, he probably pitched
He
1,000
pitched
innings.
every game. Okay.
Maybe. 583 innings.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Next player. Player number 3. In 2023, this player had 33 home runs. Chris.
Julio Rodriguez.
Incorrect.
Chris Bryant.
Incorrect. In 2022, this player had 101 RBIs.
I
Chris.
think Brady got it off.
Brady, let's hear it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Incorrect. I don't hate the guess though. This could be so many players at this point. Chris, who you
Jordan.
got? Who you got?
Jordan Alvarez.
Incorrect. Round number 3. Their position is second base. Chris.
Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien is correct. 3 points. You're killing it.
Yeah.
Second base was it?
Yeah.
2023 was the year they won the
Yep.
World Series.
Okay.
I like how we're raising our hands on a podcast.
It's for me, okay?
Yeah, just funny.
I'm gonna do 2 hard ones to end it.
Okay. I feel like Blake Snell was hard, but it shouldn't have
It
been.
wasn't. It really wasn't.
It wasn't.
Okay, in
I forget he
2022,
exists.
this player had 4.4 WAR.
Move on.
What year?
2022. You could throw out a guess, a random guess.
Joe Ram.
Incorrect.
Didn't we talk about this the last time I was on the pod? Someone got flamed for calling him Joe Ram.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Who's Joe Ram then?
No one. Remember we
we
talked
don't.
about this?
We really had a whole conversation about that.
Many moons ago, fellas.
It's just J Ram apparently, but
Oh, my bad.
you got
four
J
four a 4.2 WAR.
4.4? 4.4.
All right, let's start a guess. 22.
Yep.
This guy's obsessed with the 2022-2023 season.
Bobby Witt.
Incorrect. This is very difficult. Okay, I'm not expecting you guys to get this. In round 2, 2023, they had 18 home runs. Chris, that was a hand raise. No take backsies.
I will go Jeremy Pena.
Incorrect.
18 homers. It's a tough one. That blends in.
That is very tough.
Doesn't really stand out.
No. Trying to come up with just a name even.
Yeah, it's this one's tough. I think round 3 will help if you want to just wait until round 3.
Francisco Lindor. Just throw out a name.
Incorrect. Round 3. Their position is a center fielder. But they can play other outfield positions as well. I don't want to limit them. Brady.
Mike Trout.
Incorrect. Chris.
Lars Nootbaar.
Incorrect. Round number 4. Known as an elite base runner and defender. Not a star bat.
I'm gonna take a stab.
Chris.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Incorrect. I love the guess though. That fits the description.
18 homers might be too much for Kiermaier.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
he had a good year with, especially with the Jays, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
You're on the right track. Same archetype of player.
Dalton Varsho.
Incorrect. Another good guess. All right. Their teams. They have been on the Orioles until last season. They played for the Mets. Chris.
Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins. And last one. Which one do I want to do? Let's do this one. All right. In
Blake
20,
Snow making his way through the NL West is kind of crazy too.
yeah,
Padres, Giants,
it
Dodgers.
is.
You think he wants to pitch in Cali?
All right, let's do an easier one. I can cook up an easier one for you guys.
What's Chris got? 6 points, so he wins already?
Chris has much more than 6 points. He's got 8.
Oh, okay.
I'll make this one worth double. I'll make it hard. So if you
Oh,
get the first one, you get 10 points. Second one, 8.
Brady wins because you feel bad?
No, he's not. Well, I don't think he's gonna get it.
I haven't got one right yet.
This one is the meme round. That's my hint going into it. All right, 2022, this player had a 6.0 WAR.
Such a
Worth 10 points.
the meme round.
Yeah. A lot of memes and news surrounding this player over the last 5 seasons. All right.
Memes.
I'm going to move on to round 2 worth 8 points.
I mean, 6 WAR doesn't do anything for me.
This player in 2021 had 30 stolen bases. Brady.
Jose Ramirez.
No. Good guess.
Nothing for me.
All right, round number 3. This player played previously, past tense, shortstop. I'll give you another hint. This player no longer plays in the MLB. Brady.
I think he still plays, but Xander Bogaerts.
Incorrect.
Having a stroke. I don't know.
This one's kind of hard. Number
going.
4, known more for their defense and speed rather than power.
Was a shortstop.
Yes. Chris.
Tim Anderson.
Incorrect. That's a great guess. I will not lie.
He's no longer in the MLB.
No longer in the MLB. And clue number 5, I'm making this clue up as we go.
Making it up.
Wander Franco.
Yeah,
See,
that
I
was
was
the correct answer.
It was?
Yeah.
See, I thought that earlier, but I didn't think we were gonna go there. But you went there, so
I told you.
He took it there. He
I
took it
mean,
there.
former MLB player, I have every right.
yeah, no, former MLB player, Wander Franco, better baseball player than person.
Some would say.
Most would say.
I mean, there's a lot of news about going about files that are released. There's a lot of sick people in this world. You never know what people might say.
Oh, I know that.
But yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Chris is
I'm glad I
victorious in the guess the player.
I'm glad I got one right
Go.
though.
Yeah, Brady, he got one right.
Yeah.
Woo!
Congrats on the pedo, man. That's sick.
On potentially the hardest one.
Brady knows his child pedophiles. It's great. Good for him.
He knows his
You
dirty
dirty dog.
stolen bases, guys. He knows.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make a minors joke, so let's just move on.
All right.
this is a baseball podcast.
Yeah, this is a players podcast. We don't disrespect players like that around here.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
not.
Um, yeah, I think you got some news for us.
Oh yeah, I'm in charge of news today.
Yeah. See
Jesse
how this
was
goes.
couldn't figure out who his top 10 second basemen were, so I had to do the news.
Last time we had Chris run a segment, he didn't know if it was career or regular season home
It's
runs.
true.
So now we're gonna give him the main segment of the podcast news.
This is why
He
I'm
may whip out some 2024 news. We never know.
I'm the color guy. Let's see. Carlos Correa resigns with the Twin. No, I'm just kidding. No, the first one I had on there was Corbin Carroll out for the World Baseball Classic. Team USA takes on the Roman Empire
Dude, I'm
to to replace him. So what
excited.
do we think, fellas? How
Excited.
much does that impact the outfield?
I mean, it sucks as far as Corbin Carroll not being able to play and him being originally named to the team and getting excited about Corbin Carroll throwing his little warm-up ball against the brick wall in training camp. And next thing you know, he is got hurt in batting practice, I believe. So very unfortunate for him. As far as Roman Anthony goes, I'm super excited to see what he can do on the biggest stage. Got hurt towards the end of last season, so didn't get to play in the postseason. So it'll be exciting to see him play meaningful baseball.
Yeah, it's tough to see Carroll go down. I like him.
Yeah,
I was
he's a
looking
very
forward to
likable
watching him
player
play.
for
Yeah,
sure.
but also
Weirdly
excited to
enough,
see a young guy step up, hopefully.
yeah, I think I was talking with Jesse about it when the news came out. It'd be cool to see Roman kind of take on the role of that guy who's starts with the USA team at a young age and kind of sees it all the way through.
Yeah,
If he's able to step up and kind of take over the team. So,
which I think he will. So
Like Captain America, the old
yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah. So weirdly enough, around this was all as like people were getting to camp and everything. Corbin Carroll, Francisco Lindor, and Jackson Holliday are all going to be sidelined to start the year with the same injury. They all have broken or fractured their hamate bone. For those of you who don't know what a hamate bone is, it is a small wedge-shaped carpal bone located in the wrist on the pinky side. So, not totally sure what leads to that getting broken either, but obviously it's affected some of the some prolific names to start the year. So
yeah, not ideal to see a bunch of players go down before spring training, but I mean this happens every year. Players miss the start of the season. But yeah, definitely unfortunate, especially with World Baseball Classic coming up.
yep. I think I'm starting to understand the whole insurance thing with Lindor.
Yeah.
And let it be known that Trout wanted to play with the World Baseball Classic USA team. He also could not get insurance to play,
Hmm.
rightfully so. But all right, moving on. You got Chris Bassett to the Orioles. 1 year, $18.5 million for the vet.
Savvy vet.
Well, that's
That's
a lot of money, boys.
That's a
that's
lot.
crazy. That is crazy. Good for him.
Yeah.
Has Chris Bassett earned an $18.5 million contract?
You know what? Like throughout his career, yeah, but like going into 2026, it's a lot of money to be giving a guy at that age. Was he 37, 36? Maybe not
He
quite that old.
is
I think he's 36 or
gonna
37, yeah.
he's gonna be 37 in 6 days.
There you go. That's a lot of money. Um, but after last season, I mean it wasn't great in the beginning of the season. Kind of got transferred to the bullpen for the Blue Jays playoff run, and he absolutely delivered out of the bullpen. He had a sub two postseason ERA, which is very hard to do. He still got good stuff. It's just, the velocity's not there.
He had a 3.96 ERA last year.
Yeah,
Started 31 games. I
yeah.
mean,
He's he's
he can
he's
step up for you.
yeah, he's an inning eater. He's a consistent pitcher. He just doesn't have his top stuff anymore. But man, last year in the postseason, he's a dog. Like he's there to compete. Definitely one of the most competitive players that I've seen play in the MLB, especially with the Blue Jays. You see a lot of the behind the scene stuff, like him and Max Scherzer being like the most competitive guys on the roster last season. So yeah, I think he's gonna bring it, and it's always good to have a veteran like that in the pitching staff.
Is
That's what
it? Go ahead, Brady.
I was gonna touch on. I mean, he did kind of prove himself in the postseason, come out of the bullpen. I don't know. Maybe he's the guy that needs to come out of the bullpen now. I know. I think the Orioles have him projected to be a starter, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, do you guys have any concern with him going to a division rival and, seeing him more often on the other side?
No, it'll be fun. I think not fun as in like the Blue Jays are gonna eat off of Chris Bassett, but it's always fun seeing your former pitchers go against your team.
Yeah,
Um,
I,
and
I think it'll be one
and
of those interesting matchups.
and Chris Bassett is gonna want, he's gonna want that win in that
He's
game.
gonna want the ball those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun, but no, I think it'll be good now that the Orioles are potentially more competitive as well. Maybe they have some more meaningful matchups.
All right, moving on from that, we've got one that kind of impacts the pod a little bit. Joey Loperfido back to the Astros for Jesus Sanchez, who's headed to the Blue Jays. I didn't have this one for my 2026 bingo card, but here we are. I never thought Joey Loperfido would ever be back in an Astros uniform. Was kind of sad to see him go. I thought we gave up a lot for Kikuchi back in 24, but Kikuchi ended up being really good for the Astros down the stretch. Didn't really lead to much, but I'm excited to have Loperfido back. Like Dana Brown said in the initial interview, 5 years of club control. They like the way his bat's trending. I think he was just kind of logged up in a Blue Jays outfield where he wouldn't have seen a ton of playing time. And I think it's a win-win for both teams. I think Jesus Sanchez has a lot of potential for the Jays. I think Jess was talking about before this how he ranks in the top 25 for speed of swing. So also think Jesus Sanchez has some untapped potential too. He was coming off an oblique injury last year, and we kind of saw his second half derail with the Astros when they acquired him. But feels like a one of those moves where the Astros are possibly trying to do something more, dump that forget if it was $6 or $8 million that Jesus Sanchez was owed, and then taking on Loperfido on the league minimum so they can make another move because Paredes is still in the trade market. So
Yeah, this is a win now move for the Blue Jays. Direct correlation to the news that Santander is going to miss 5 to 6 months. So adding another high power bat in the outfield, like you said, taking on a little bit more of that money and less years that Loperfido had. Um, but yeah, last year here's some of the stats of his 2025 season. He cut his whiff rate by 5.3%. His strikeout rate dropped by 4%. He added zero point 0.7 miles per hour of bat speed, and he had an increased pull percentage and fly ball percentage. And his slugging percentage was 395, but his expected was 441. So the Blue Jays see some more untapped potential there. You mentioned his swing speed. It was 75.9 miles per hour, which ranks 93rd percentile last season, which gives him the same swing speed as Addison Barger and 1 mile per hour slower than Vlad. So he's in that top tier of players' swing speed. Hopefully, just see a little bit more improvement out of his his stats based on his expected stuff last year.
Yeah. No, and when he got traded to the Astros at the deadline, he started off his campaign with like a 5-hit game, and then he hit like a tank in a 2-for-5 game right after. Thought he was gonna be the man for us, but unfortunately just kind of had a very rough end of the year for us. But the problem I have with it is I think Ross Atkins is a very good GM. And it feels like one of those moves when you know the other team has a really good GM and you're like, what are they seeing that my guys aren't seeing? So I wouldn't be surprised to see Jesus Sanchez
Yeah,
break out for the Jays.
I agree, but I think it's more about that control and money that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Getting that 6.8 off the books. He wasn't a great fit in Houston. He had before the trade deadline, he had a 740 OPS with a 104 OPS plus with 10 home runs before the trade deadline, and then afterwards, not as good of a season. So whether that's, the ballpark conditions or just being on the Houston team where he was hitting, not getting enough looks, um, but there's no reason to believe that, he gets back on track, especially with David Popkins, who got several Blue Jays hitters back on track last year, in his first year with the Blue Jays.
Yep. So
And I mean, Loperfido didn't really get his chance with the Blue Jays. I'm completely honest.
Yeah,
He
there
got
wasn't a spot for him towards the end of the year.
he got 96 at bats, but he got 32 hits, so he batted 333.
Yeah,
he made the most of it.
I mean,
absolutely.
that's the thing. He's not. I'm not gonna call Loperfido like a big power guy, but he's gonna get base hits and he's gonna put the ball in play.
And he showed some pull power last season. He had a few big time home runs for him. Like we said, there just wasn't a spot for him. The Blue Jays are such a deep team.
Yeah.
So
All right. Moving on. Nick Castellanos to the Padres and a weird goodbye to Philly.
yeah, not a fan of how that all went down.
Good
Yeah.
pickup on the Padres.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a video of him yesterday taking reps at first base.
Ooh,
That was interesting. I don't know if that's just because he just got to camp and wanted to hop in some drills, or if that's the route he's headed in. But yeah, I mean, obviously the whole Nick Castellanos Phillies ending was kind of rough as the story came out about him getting benched and then trying to bring a beer into the dugout and was arguing that he should be able to drink it. And then some teammates and coaches taking it away from him and cooling him down. Kind of a weird story there, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's a very strange situation, but maybe it'll be good for him to have a fresh start in San Diego.
yeah. He said he was thankful to get the fresh start. After being released he had $20 million left on his contract, one year, and he openly disagreed with Phillies management for the amount of playing time he was getting last season. And then the whole bringing a beer into the dugout incident after being pulled from a game, I think that really kind of put it over the edge. So,
Yeah.
um,
And Padres, great move for them. They get to bring him in on the league minimum while the Phillies foot the bill. So
yeah,
Why
apparently,
wouldn't you?
yeah,
yeah.
apparently the Padres, talked to some core players, including Manny Machado, who actually grew up in South Florida,
Mhm.
um, playing against Castellanos and becoming friends. So they did their due diligence. They made sure that, everything was going to be okay. And yeah, it should be good for Castellanos to get a fresh start.
Nice. All right. Justin Verlander back to the Tigers. Uh,
It's
I'll
his.
I'll go on this one. I uh I think Justin Verlander, this is the correct move for him. He should end his career in Detroit, where it began, where the success was created, where it first took place. I always envisioned him going into the Hall with an Astros hat on just because of the success he had while he was in Houston. Two Cy Youngs, no hitter, two championships. But at the same time, you look at what he's done in Detroit too, and just kind of, where he came from and how he became how great he is, and just kind of a storybook ending to a Hall of Fame career. So I think I may have even changed my opinion and think he should wear the Tiger cap in the Hall of Fame too. So I'm glad he's finishing his career there. And honestly, that Tigers rotation looks pretty nasty now. I know Strauss disagrees because he's got some crazy take about Fromber, but besides that, it is a pretty good looking rotation that I think he adds a lot of depth to and can maybe pick the ball up on a fifth or sixth day when they need him to.
I think it's a good retirement. I mean, that's where he needs to retire. Like you said, that's where his early success was. And I'm not gonna lie, Detroit is in another spot to make a push in the playoffs. So I think it's the right move.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't want to be done yet. Actually, over his last 13 starts, he posted a 2.6 ERA, um, with
He had a good
70
second half
strikeouts
last year.
in
Yeah.
72 and 2/3 innings. So a great ending to last season.
Can you verify is he 43 now?
Yeah, that's correct.
So,
But it's only a $2 million base salary with 11 million in deferred payments starting in 2030. So I mean, obviously a very cheap deal, um, for this season to get him into the rotation. And like we talked about earlier, it's great to have a veteran pitcher in your rotation, who can
yeah.
teach the younger Skubal and
Casey Mize,
Mize,
Fromber now. Fromber and
Flaherty.
JV back together. You know, they
uh,
pitched well
yeah,
one after the other for the Stros. So
yeah. So there's got
Let's see,
younger guys there.
I know like the Blue Jays brought in Max Scherzer last year. I don't know. I feel like he was just the guy in the dugout that helped the pitchers out. And then in the playoffs, he went and just balled out.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I got three quick free agency updates. Feel free to hop in and talk about any of the three if you want. Zac Gallen back to the Diamondbacks, Paul Goldschmidt back to the Yankees, and Marcel Ozuna to the Pirates. Any of
Pirates
those
making them
intrigue you?
Pirates making them moves. They're not making the big moves, but possibly enough moves to make them decent.
I mean, they got to get off the no watch list for me, and maybe these moves do that. Um, Slightly more entertaining and competitive games. Earlier in the free agency, they were the team that was supposedly in on all these big guys, offering contracts that were significantly less than the ones they ended up signing. So it's good to see them sign a few players, but it gets them on the right track, I think. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was probably the most intriguing out of the three I just mentioned.
Although the Zach Gallen one is intriguing because him and Merrill Kelly were in so many trade rumors last season.
And Morel did get traded. He got traded
Yeah.
to the Rangers.
So it's so interesting that he Zach Gallen does go back to the Diamondbacks. I don't know if that was just where the most money was or they were desperate for the starting pitcher after the other moves, but yeah, that one is somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
And then
No,
what
I
was
think
the other
it's
one? Sorry.
Paul
Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt back to the Yankees.
Yeah, that's kind of like a Verlander thing. Like nice to have, that guy as a first baseman to,
I,
coach up Ben Rice,
I was going to
who's
say, I think
the
Ben
other
Rice is
first
going to be
baseman.
playing that most of the time. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely good to have him in the locker room to kind of be there for Ben as he progresses.
Who honestly, I think of it as kind of like it is a player coach kind of vibe, but also Goldschmidt in his career was a great defensive first baseman. So you kind of think of,
Yeah.
him improving Ben Rice's weak spot, which is defense at the
MVP
moment.
Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all three of those moves I think are good, but aren't ground shattering at all.
No.
And I got a trade here from Milwaukee and Boston. We got Caleb Durbin to the Red Sox.
Yeah, that one was interesting.
Yes, and I think it takes the Red Sox out of the Isak Paredes sweepstakes.
Yeah, I think they got kind of good. This is their guy who
Yeah.
they're going with.
So, which, if you
Six.
look at his numbers last year, he had a decent year.
Everyone on the Brewers had a good year. It was
True.
crazy.
True. But I think Red Sox fans are still a little fed up about how the whole Rafael Devers, Alex Bregman thing played out. And now seeing your now new everyday third baseman is Caleb Durbin while Devers and Bregman are gone is still just got to be infuriating.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's no doubt.
Well, not for you, but for the Red Sox
Well,
fans, yeah.
yeah, unfortunate for Red Sox.
Yeah. But and then my last one before we get into our top 10 second baseman, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Terrence Gore. He was a prolific base runner and a lot of World Series runs in the mid 2010s. And just sucks to see someone go so early. But
Yeah,
I'll
well
never forget
said.
him. I always remembered just him getting in and swiping bags.
Well said.
But rest in peace, Terrence Gore. And that kind of wraps up the news for us, unless you guys have anything else.
No, just maybe another touch on Durbin.
Yeah.
2025 Rookie of the Year finalist, not kind of under
Mhm.
the radar. Also a good pole hitter, which obviously fits well at that ballpark with the green wall. So
Yeah, I think Milwaukee was okay with the move too, just because they have a
six
plethora
players,
of
six players, right?
in their pipeline too.
Yeah, they
So
have.
it
I mean,
opens up some spots for some guys they want to see.
they
So
have what, top three prospect pool.
hmm
So
yeah, they have plenty of guys they want to see what they can do, and maybe they're okay moving on from Durbin to see that. So
and my thoughts on the Brewers is my only problem is we've kind of talked about this before is they build they grow so much talent and then they get traded away when they're due for a big contract. Like, that's not how you win World Series. It's not how you stay competitive for a long time. I mean, they're going to be good with these prospects coming up, but at some point they got to bite the bullet and sign some of these guys to more lucrative deals to get them to stay.
I think Brewers fans would agree with you.
So
But all right, that's kind of it for the news. I guess
nice
one
work.
that kind of makes me happy. I got one more. That's Monroe barking. Um,
I don't even hear it.
oh, good. Good mic. Cavan Biggio to the Astros on a minor league deal with an invite to camp. Kind of cool. I was a big Craig Biggio guy, so seeing Cavan on the roster is kind of fun. I don't expect anything out of it, but just kind of cool to see a Biggio jersey running around. So
What a
that one got me
highly
pretty.
anticipated prospect he was, and
Yeah.
how it really
I
hasn't
mean, think about it.
hasn't
The
panned
big
out.
three that were supposed to be in Toronto that were all had big league dads.
There's only one left.
Yeah, true. How quickly time flies.
So
But yeah, super excited to see what he can do. He's a left-handed bat. Doesn't hit for average, but you know what he does do, Jess?
he runs the
Gets on
bases.
base. He gets on base, as the great Billy Bean would say. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that ends up. But that was the only little thing I wanted to hit on before we get into our top 10 second baseman. You guys ready?
Great work on the news. Very
Thank you.
flawless
Appreciate
execution.
it. I figured.
Top 10 second base.
This will be fun.
Brady, since
This,
you're our guest, why don't you start us off?
I think we're all going to agree on number one and probably number two, but number one's going to be Ketel Marte.
I also have future Blue Jay Ketel Marte on my number one spot.
He's not on my list.
You
No,
did
I'm
that
just
last
kidding.
time.
It's Ketel Marte.
The pit's old.
You have to do it. But no, Ketel Marte for sure. Who else?
Do we need to say much about that, or is that kind of the undisputed best
I-
second baseman?
I'd say he's the best second baseman.
Yeah, I mean
What a cool player, too.
he's just the coolest, man. Switch hitting, he's fast, just makes great contact. I love watching him play. He's fun to watch.
Great player.
Yeah, last year he had 56 extra base hits, 72 RBIs, 83 strikeouts, which is three previous seasons he was over 100, so he dropped that down. So I don't see why he's not the top second baseman in the league going into
Yeah,
2026.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Jesse said, Future Blue Jay.
Wishful thinking. I like that.
Yeah, you got to.
Love it. All right. Number two.
Unfortunately, I have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at my number 2 spot.
Unfortunately, I do as well.
Unfortunately, I also have Jazz Chisholm Jr. The two, but
Great Britain legend Jazz Chisholm.
he was on. Yeah.
Is he playing
I
for Great Britain?
Yeah.
yeah, he's a
Yep.
captain along with
Yeah.
Harry Ford.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right. Whichever one of you guesses where he is from, where he was born, gets $1.
Well, I knew the answer to this, and it is like it's not Great Britain. It's like territory of the colonies. Um, and it's a small island.
Yeah, just say it, Chris.
And I
Bahamas.
forget what the exact island is, but
I
like
did know that, actually.
Bahamas.
I
Bahamas,
did
yeah,
know that.
yeah,
And fun fact about Jazz Chisholm, he debuted against Toronto, 0 at-bats, 0 hits, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs, 0 stolen bases. So I don't know if he was just a late game defensive
what a fun fact.
sub. He was also the 22,234th player in Major League history.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. But
Useful
no,
stats.
he had a very nice 2025 campaign, 31 homers, 15 doubles, and 80 RBIs. You guys are both kind of like, Jazz Chisholm. No, he's going to be a big
Uh,
piece of
he
that Yankee roster this year. So,
he deserves number two. He stands out,
yeah.
just not Ketelmete.
He did strike out 148 times.
Well, that's the problem is he only hit for 242,
Yeah.
which was his lowest batting average since his rookie year in Miami. Um, and he still had 31 home runs though, so it's like
Yeah.
you'll take it.
332 on base, 481 slug, and a 813 OPS. So,
Yeah,
kind of
he
an
just
interesting stat line there. So,
yeah he just needs to figure out the whiff rate and the strikeout rate.
you
But he's
know,
got the
I
power, and then also the defensive inconsistencies are questionable in the middle of the infield, but we can talk about that at a different time.
I was watching a video today from the Yankee spring training, and they were taking ground balls. And I know he's like this cool, chill player. Like he's like what I don't know the word I'm trying to think of, like
Nonchalant.
nonchalant. Yeah, exactly. And the way he throws it into home just drives me absolutely
Oh, I
nuts.
hate it. It's
It's
like
like,
the noodle sling arm.
yeah, and it's just like so I'm gonna sling it low and throw it home. I don't know, it bothers me. But I do believe he's the second best second baseman going into 2026. All right, number three. Who you guys got? Brady?
Jose Altuve.
Let's go.
I got Nico Horner at number
I
3.
also have Nico Horner, but I love it. Brady.
Yeah, I like it too.
Well, we'll be talking about someone next pick here.
I would think so. So I
So
have, we're going to move on until we have three of the same, or we're going to take a brief pause to watch Jazz make an error in the playoffs.
Yep,
watch
you're welcome.
this.
Cam, do you want to come watch it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I have Nico Horner, an absolute threat on the base paths, high average hitter. Oh, we're not talking about him yet.
We're not talking about him yet. He picked Jose
I haven't.
Altuve.
I had
Number
Jose Altuve
4,
over him.
I have Bryce Terang.
Number four, I have Jose Altuve.
Is Bryce Terang considered a second baseman? I need to ask that.
He's on my
Yes,
list.
he's on mine. Number four, I have Nico Horner.
Okay.
Okay, so we can talk about Nico.
But who'd you have at 3? You had Altuve. Okay. So just Nico Horner here. I'm gonna continue where I left off. An
Go for it.
absolute average hitter. Not a lot of pop. I believe he had like single digits, 9 home runs, something like that.
7 home runs and 600 at bats.
7 home runs. So yeah, you know he's not gonna be giving you the power, but a consistent average and an absolute threat on the base paths.
Yes, he had 29 stolen bases. His on-base percentage was 345, slugged a 394, and OPS is 739. So
Great at defense too.
I'll take that
He
out of
is.
my second baseman any day. Those are
Absolutely.
stats you love to see.
He led all second basemen in 17 defensive runs saved last season as well.
Stud.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be good for the new stat pad category today, though. Gold
No.
Glover last year, not a lot of home runs. So if you guys are into the Immaculate Grid, any of those baseball games they have out there, they released a new game today. It's called statpadgame.com, and it is basically they'll put out different categories each day with some different teams in a certain time frame, and you have to pick a player that has the most of that category for that day. So super fun game. Check it out when you guys get a chance. No free ads though.
We need to
Anything else
talk.
on Nico?
No, but we need to contact Immaculate Grid's business email for
Yeah,
sponsorship inquiries.
after that. That was a great one.
Yeah,
Shout
that
out
was
Nico.
awesome. No, I don't have anything else.
Let's see. He had 29 doubles last year, four triples, seven home runs. So definitely a doubles threat. You would think some triples too with the speed he has, but I just don't know if it plays at the park he plays most of his games at. So yeah, he had a 6.2 WAR last year too. I'm assuming a lot of that came from the defensive side of the ball with how
Most.
effective. So all right. So we are now on number 5. Brady.
Marcus Simeon.
I also have Marcus Simeon at 5.
I have Jose Altuve at 5.
All right, we can talk about Altuve.
So I had Altuve highest.
You did. You had him at 3. I had him at 4. Jesse had him at 5.
Yeah, all in the
I
same
mean,
ballpark though.
yeah, Altuve is just you know what you're gonna get with him almost every year. I mean,
Yeah, he's all reliable.
yep, and
He
that's
just
I don't know.
shows
I
up
think I think
when
that's why I keep him up. I had him up so high at 3.
Yeah, he just shows up when the Astros need him to. I think he had a good he paraphrased his 2025 well. He said that there were times when he was really good, there were times when he was really bad, and he this year he's focused on obviously trying to be really good, but trying to stay more towards in between those two, not getting too high or too low. So I think you can expect him to have a similar year like he did last, with about 20 to 25 home runs in the 25 doubles range, and maybe we're probably starting to see some more of those 60 to 70 RBI seasons from him, especially where he hits in the lineup. So yeah, I don't know what he's going to be playing most of the year. It could be some second, I would hope most of the time, but I think we'll see some left as well and some DH thrown in there too now that he's getting a little older. So,
Yeah. He had his worst season since 2020, which I, take with a grain of salt
right.
because that was the shortened season.
Yep.
Other than that, it's his worst season since his rookie year in 2011.
Yep.
So some obvious regression. But yeah, last season still an above average hitter. Not as good defensively. There was the position change and that whole fiasco. Not really sure if they loved the outcome of that. Could probably see him come back to second base this season.
Yep. I think you'll see him a majority of the time there this year.
But
Yeah,
yeah, he also only hit 265 average, um, which is right around that league average mark.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, but like you said, you know what you're getting. A rather
yep.
consistent player with high end talent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's the heart and soul of that Astros lineup. So he's always going to, I mean, until he literally is,
yeah,
believes on his own terms, he will be in this lineup.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Who you guys got at 6?
Go
I have
for it, Jess.
I have Brendan Donovan.
I have autocorrect Bryce Touring.
I have also Bryce Turang.
I think that's 3 for Bryce.
That's 3 for Bryce. Great season last year with the Brewers.
Great.
Expect similar things moving forward in what is honestly a pretty similar looking lineup to what the Brewers had.
Minus Durbin.
So
Yeah, no, he had 81 RBIs last year, 18 homers, 28 doubles, two triples. The extra base hits are there. The RBIs are there. He had 24 bags taken. He had 50 the year before though, so that was a big drop in bags. He also had a 288 batting average, a 359 on base, 435 slug, and 794 OPS.
And he's
I
playing for Team USA.
Yes, and he's playing for Team USA. I think he's gonna be an alternate or a sub, but yes, he's playing for Team USA. I kind of am rethinking. I think I owe Bryce to ring a little higher spot, so I would maybe make some different arrangements.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we can do that in our little final list that we
yeah.
make. So
All right, 7.
I have Gleyber Torres at 7.
I have Brendan Donovan.
I also have Brendan Donovan.
I think it's Brendan's turn.
It is.
Jess, you had him highest. Why don't you jump in?
Yeah,
Oh, hold on. Since we talked about Jazz, do you know where Brandon Donovan was born?
Germany.
Are you looking at it right now?
I'm pulling guy's baseball reference up.
Okay, fair enough.
Würzburg, Germany. Am I right?
Yeah.
You guys just are on top of it.
Um, yeah, it'll be exciting what he has to offer this season, with the move. And yeah, I think he's kind of a sneaky player. Like you look at his stats, he's never had a season under 110 OPS plus. He has slugged over 400 in the last 3 seasons, and he hits at a 280 clip every year. Remarkably consistent. And excited to see what he does in a better lineup.
That's
Can
what I was just gonna
expect
say.
can expect more RBIs for sure. He's peaked at 73 so far, so I wouldn't be surprised if, he surpasses 80, 85.
Can I do a little player comp for you guys? Like player A, player B?
Yeah, Bo Bichette and Brendan Donovan. We've already talked about this on the pod.
Yeah, no, but it's a good comparison. I mean,
It
Brendan
is, yeah.
Donovan.
I still want to hear it because people know
Yeah.
how good of a hitter Bo Bichette is.
So player A, which is Brendan Donovan, th in 366 games, he batted 282 with a 351 on base and a what is that, 420 slug, and then 117 weighted runs created with a 7.5 F4. Bo Bichette in 355 games batted 291 with a 333 on base and a 445 slug, 116 weighted runs created, and an 8 F4. So
Yeah.
very comparable players, which Bo gets a lot of the love out of those two. So it's very intriguing pickup by Seattle, and that's why he's on our list as well.
Yeah, Bo is like the hit leader like every year or is top 5 in hit leader.
Yeah.
He just plays more games, which is why you see those total numbers higher. Brendan Donovan has similar averages, but hasn't put together like a full season of the same body of work that Bo Bichette's put out.
It also feels
I,
wrong that we should be putting Bo in this list as a second baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. This is
I wish he
wrong.
was. I wish he was a second baseman, but now we have him playing third base, and he not even sure where he's going to fit on that list. We'll get there.
No.
But
All right. On to the next guy. I have at 8 Gleyber Torres, and I know Jesse, you mentioned him, I think a pick before.
Brady?
I have Brandon Lowe.
Oh, nice.
Jess?
Are we on 8?
Yes.
I
Eight.
have Marcus Simeon at 8.
All right, we can get into Simeon. So it's funny we talk about this today because there was a story out there circulating about his time on the Rangers and how him and Corey Seager didn't really see eye to eye. Corey Seager came out today and said we were very professional with each other, we respected each other, but it still kind of had the hinting of tension in Texas. So I don't know if that led to kind of the down year that he had, kind of just speculating on the rumors. But I still think he has potential to be a great bat. I think he's gonna really be a good piece in that New York Mets lineup, and that's why I had him. I think I had him five. I had him pretty high up on my list. So
The Mets are just they're built they are building a team that is going to compete. And like you said, if they had tension, maybe that was part of Simeon's down year last year. He finds a new groove in New York and gets right where he kind of left off with the Blue Jays, where he killed it his year they went to the postseason. So I'm excited to see him. And that's why I had him up high at five as well.
yeah, and if you look at Simeon's career, it's been streaky. Like it's up, down, up, down, up, down. So I think we're falling in a year where we've seen probably two down years in his eyes, and this could just be the one where he finds a groove. So I think that's just kind of the player he's turned into, and that's where he's at in his career.
Yeah, it has been streaky, like you mentioned, which is what scares me so much, especially for a 35-year-old.
Yeah.
The defense is there. He believe he won the Gold Glove last year.
Yes, he
But
did. And the only thing I have to say about that, Jesse, is it scares you. He's not going to be as a sought out hitter as he was in Texas.
no,
He's going to fall into that lineup somewhere lower
yeah,
where
he's
he
not going to
can
be as
actually see
relied
some
upon
pitches.
for
Yeah.
sure. But my problem is he batted 230 last season with a sub 700 OPS, which now the last two seasons he's had a
Uh,
sub
yeah.
700 OPS. So it's been well below average.
Yeah. No, it's
Um,
definitely been a struggle. He went from 826 down to 699
yeah, like
23
you
to
mentioned,
24.
just absolutely streaky. But
But yeah, hopefully
he's
being in a different role in the lineup should allow him to see some better pitches more
yeah,
often.
and he's another guy who's just going to be consistent in the outfield, and then if you get anything out of his bat, uh, outfield as in second base,
Yeah. The fourth outfield position.
and the field, not the outfield.
Yeah, it's okay.
And he's if you can get anything out of his bat, it's like an added bonus.
Yeah.
So because we know he can do it, we just haven't seen it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Who you guys got at nine?
I
I'm
got
gonna
Brandon Lau at 9.
I'm gonna be leaving a guy off that you guys both have.
That's
But at
okay.
number nine,
He's leaving off Glaber.
I am leaving off Favor. I'm gonna switch actually my number nine and 10. I'm putting Luke Keeschel at number nine.
Oh,
Jess, who did you had Brandon Lau?
yeah,
Going Jackson Holiday.
interesting.
That
I
a
think we're
Strauss take?
no.
Is that the Strauss take of the day?
Sure, if you want to call this the Strauss take of the day, go for it.
Honestly, my Strauss take of the day might have been my Rich Hill with the two Cy Youngs.
Yeah, that was. It's
Dick
always some
Mountain.
Dodgers player that gets the Strauss take of the day.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who you guys got at 10?
Hang on, I can we talk about Jackson Holiday? Because I know Brady doesn't have him on his list.
I thought
Um,
at the end. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about Jackson Holiday.
You put a guy on a top 10 list who hasn't had a WAR over one,
Correct.
and he's injured.
For a minute. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, like we talked
It-
about, a more hopefully more competitive lineup in Baltimore. Obviously, a highly sought after prospect with high
yeah. I mean,
expectations.
yeah. I mean, his bat's only trending upwards.
That is true.
He's not gonna have to put man shortstop. They got Gunner there. He's playing second. One would argue an easier position. Brady, care to
Absolutely an
expand?
easier position.
Much
yeah,
easier position.
as long as he can stay healthy and um, heal up from, I mean, I wouldn't call this a serious injury. Was it the hamate bone?
No, yeah, that's a fair point. You've actually seen some guys who have suffered from this injury take some time to see those power numbers come back. But he was the number one overall pick for a reason. Like he's got the talent. He's in a lineup where he can help produce, and a lineup that's begging to be back in the mix of the playoffs. They should be in the mix of the playoffs. I don't see a reason why when he's healthy, he's not a top 10 second baseman in baseball.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's just he's got to be healthy.
Yeah. So we'll see when that happens, but
I
I
like
think
it.
regardless, he'll be top 10.
It's a high upside pick for sure. Like you could easily see it happen, but I could also easily see a world where he's probably doesn't play for a little bit to start the season. He maybe struggles for a little bit, and then he picks it up, and we're kind of right back at where we were last year, where he's only trending upwards. We're waiting for him to put a full season together. But yeah, hopefully he does stay healthy and he can figure it out rather quickly.
Yep.
Okay, and then my number 10 is Brandon Lau, so we'll get to talk about him regardless of what you guys say here.
I have Xavier Edwards at number 10.
I also have Xavier Edwards.
So we can
Let's
jump
do
into the
Brandon Lau first.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
him. What I have? Do I have Chris? Do you have him the highest?
I think Jesse did. I had him at 10.
I
Oh, you
had
have.
him at 9.
Okay, I had him at 8.
Oh, you had him
So,
high.
yep. So, okay,
Yeah, let's
let me
hear it.
see. I mean, he's one of those guys that you don't. He's a second baseman that you don't see in the MLB. Really, he's going to give you 20 plus home runs
Yeah.
every year almost. I mean, it's just second baseman. They aren't known for their power. Um, I don't know. He's another guy though. He got traded or got picked up by the Pirates now.
Yep.
I think it's a good pickup by him. Um, they're kind of like I said, they're not making the big moves, but Wow is a good. I would call him a mid tier move.
Yeah.
No, I don't have too many feelings about Brandon Lau, but he hits tanks, and he's a lefty, and he's going to be hitting tanks into the Allegheny River in Pittsburgh. It's going to be sick. Number 10, easy. He's a classic number 10 pick.
Yeah. Um, like you mentioned, he had 31 homers last year. He hit for 116 OPS plus. The main concern is the 149 strikeouts, which was a dramatic increase from previous years. He didn't have,
That was one more strikeout than Jazz.
yeah, there you go. Two second basemen who strike out a lot.
Se- Are we going to start a
Did Jazz hit
topic
30?
of second baseman?
Did Jazz hit exactly 31 home runs too? It was something similar, 35, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 31 homers. Interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Second baseman strike out a lot and hit tanks.
yeah,
The new second baseman style.
anyway, but
Hmm.
yeah, Brandon Lau's, I mean, he is 31, so this is kind of what you're getting from him. Um,
Yep.
he got, like you said, Brady, a good addition to the Pirates lineup. And then Xavier Edwards, care to explain why you left him off, Chris? Was there any consideration?
No, not when I saw Brandon Lau's home run total.
Chris, I want you to
I
look
just
up Xavier Edwards on
no, I
Baseball
knew this.
Reference.
No, I know. And the only reason is I'm just kind of a Brandon Lau guy. I've always wanted him to get traded to the Astros. But Xavier Edwards is going to be a very good baseball player, already is a great baseball player, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about him maybe in our next year, top five second baseman with the year he could have.
Ooh.
But I just don't I just don't love the extra base hits numbers I see from him. He's hit more doubles and more. He hit 5 home runs in back-to-back years.
But like we kind of like I just kind of said, I mean, you're not really expecting your second baseman to go out there and hit tanks. It's a good addition. It's a good thing to
Yeah,
have.
yeah. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he
It just
last year was considered a down year for him, and he batted 283. The year before that, he batted 328. He
yeah.
gets on base for you.
Oh yeah, no
328,
doubt.
but it was only he only played 70 games in
Yeah,
2024. So I think that was part of it. But yeah, I do agree. I think he's gonna pick it back up. He's always
And
a threat to steal a base.
yeah, to no fault of his own, I also consider the team he plays on
It is a disadvantage.
yeah,
is a disadvantage.
it really
He
is.
doesn't, he's not going to have the same opportunities that some of these other guys we talked about
No,
are. So,
no. Which is part of the reason he's kind of under the radar. But
yeah.
fun fact, he was I believe like one of the last two qualified hitters to not record a home run last season.
Oh, really?
And then he ended the season with 561 at bats with 3 home runs,
So he
which
just
is
went on a
incredible
tear at the end of the
considering
year.
he had 159 hits last season.
That's a lot of hits.
So
And Jesse, I know in 2024 you said he played 70 games. He stole 31 bases
yeah,
in 70 games.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is wild.
it's crazy. And we talked about the strikeouts last season. For these other players, he only had 88 strikeouts in 139 games. He had twice as many hits as he did strikeouts almost.
Yeah.
He was also a part of a fun trade to kind of look back on. He was a part of the trade that sent Hunter Renfroe and okay, so this is to the Rays before he was with the Marlins. Him and Hunter Renfroe were traded to the Rays for Jake Cronenworth and Tommy Pham.
Interesting.
That's
So
weird.
he was then later traded to the Marlins for people that we don't really care about.
Hey, it's Players Podcast.
Over under 3.5 home runs for Xavier Edwards next season. He's projected 5 by Baseball Reference.
I'll hammer the over. You're right, Brady. This is a player spot. I'd like to shout out JT Chargoy and Marcus Johnson and Santiago Suarez for that trade.
Thank you guys. He's projected a 291 batting average next season with 87 strikeouts. I mean, that would be a productive year.
Absolutely.
And we already talked
28
about his
stolen
speed as well.
bases.
So, yeah. And then I would like to make some honorable mentions. Luke Keeschel was my first guy off the list.
I
Some,
say he was on my list. I think
Can
I was the
we,
one who had
before
him.
we do honorable mentions, can we get Brady's reasoning for no Glaber?
yeah,
You really want to know what it is?
He was a Yankee.
He was a Yankee. I've never liked, no offense, Glaber, but I've never really liked him. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him. It's just, I don't know if it's the way he plays the game or what. Just, I mean, he didn't have a bad year by any means. 256. He's a power, I would call him a power hitter as a second baseman with 16 home runs. I don't know. I just, let's see. I just think he's kind of trending downwards
Well,
as the
his
years move
numbers
on.
would it's an interesting trend. He's trending upwards in on base percentage and hard to say he's trending back upwards towards slugging to some of his 2022, 2023 numbers, but his on base is going up. So that's a good trend for the Tigers where he doesn't have to be necessarily the guy. He can get on base and allow others to drive him in. So that's kind of why I kept him on the list and not super high, but just I think rightfully so on the list.
yeah, he's been super consistent too. Like, you're going to get between a 700 and an 800 OPS. He's going to be an above average league hitter at second base, and he's going to have decent defense. Like, that's really what you're asking for out of the second base position. There are higher upside picks like Luke Keeschel, which honestly, I like the pick of Luke Keeschel looking at his stats this year. The problem is his sample size is so small.
Yeah.
In 49 games, he hit 302 with a 827 OPS. So pretty incredible start to his career. And if he maintains that, like you said, I don't see any reason why he's not higher on this list.
I think that kind of wraps up the top 10 second basemen. We need to make our official platoon second baseman list?
Yeah, I'll just kind of list it off based on our conversations. Let's go Cattell, Jazz,
Yep.
Turang,
Probably, you want to put
Nico
Nico
Turang?
probably.
Nico or
Nico.
Turang.
I'd go
I'd say
Nico.
Nico Turang Altuve.
Yep, I like that.
Donovan,
Yep. Simeon.
I'd rather put Brandon Lau above Simeon.
Yep. I'd rather have Lau at number 7.
So let's go Lau, Simeon.
You're gonna go Glaber after that?
Glaber, Keishel.
You're gonna keep Xavier Edwards off?
You can put Xavier on. You guys both had him. Put him on. Put him at 10.
Yeah, but now that I'm looking at this, like I know the sample size is smaller for Keishel, but he had more home runs in 49 games played. He only had 29 strikeouts in 49 games, and he batted 302. I know the sample size is small, but he had a higher average and has more power than Edwards. And I know he doesn't have the speed, but he did steal 14 bases.
I mean, it's up to you. You
You're
left
the
him
one with
off.
Keishel on the list. Just a matter of how much you believe in that take.
In all honesty, if we're gonna have Keishel on the list, I put him 9 and I put Glaber 10 if you guys want him on. I
No,
think Keishel's got better upside.
now fine. Put Keishel on, but who do we want? Do we want Glaber? Do we want Edwards? Because Jesse voted for both Glaber and Xavier Edwards.
Okay, so let's put Luke Keishel at 9. Mm, let's do Glaber at 10.
Okay.
Glaber 10. Yeah, Xavier's first one
He's
off.
still young.
Yeah.
How old is he?
And he plays for the Marlins.
5. 23.
Is he that old?
I just had it up, but now I'm looking
I
at
did
it.
too.
Close to as well.
He is
He's 26.
26.
So yeah,
Oh,
he's still
almost
young though. In a baseball career, 26 is very young.
20.
Um,
All right. Good
so
list, boys.
yeah, I like it. That wasn't bad. That was probably one of the easier ones we've done. Not
Yeah, that
no
was
no glaring disagreements. Towards like the 7, we get a few discrepancies, but
Yeah.
and then quickly, um, we had a request to talk about fantasy baseball briefly. We have to make a decision on who to keep on this roster. And I'm just gonna name some of the players that I would potentially think about keeping. And you only get to keep them for one season.
I
Shea
know we talked about it
Langeliers,
briefly.
Vinny Pasquantino, Luke Keishel, Jacob Wilson, Taylor Ward, Kyle Schwarber, Kyle Tucker, who's unkeepable this season, Ian Happ, Roman Anthony, Austin Riley, and then pitchers. I think we just talked about it being between Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, and Logan Webb.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
my vote would be Logan Gilbert and Kyle Schwarber.
See, my vote is I know you didn't say him, but we talked about him earlier. Eovaldi. I looked at his stats. The dude was 11-3 last year with a 1.73 ERA.
Dude, he was electric last year.
I don't know how you don't keep that.
Yeah. My vote is Schwarber and Nathan Eovaldi as well.
I was gonna go Schwarber and Eovaldi.
Okay. There you go, Tyler. Chris? I think we all agree on Schwarber.
Yeah. I'm just I'm assuming strikeouts are a highly valued metric in fantasy, and I like the what Logan Gilbert brings to the table there.
That's true.
How many did he have last year?
It depends on scoring.
Yeah, and that's true. We also don't know scoring. Logan Gilbert had 173, but the year before, and he didn't get as many starts due to injury. He had 25 last year. The year before, he had 33 and he had 220 strikeouts.
So Eovaldi last year, 129 strikeouts and 22 games started, 130 innings pitched.
Yeah, that's how many Logan, 131 innings last year. So it really depends on what scoring is. I'm assuming strikeouts are what you're looking for out of pitchers in fantasy, but I could be
I would
wrong.
assume
Well, you
so.
also don't want to allow runs,
That is
I'm
also true.
assuming.
Yeah, so they're probably both fine options.
But those
Honestly,
are the two best
I would
options,
either
I think.
go, yeah. If you're gonna keep pitcher, go Logan Gilbert or Nathan Eovaldi.
What about Logan? How does Logan Webb fit in there? Not enough strikeouts and too many runs given up, or
Take a look.
let's see, Logan Webb, 207 innings. He had 224 strikeouts last year.
And 207 innings pitched though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what you got to go for. Is just the guy that's gonna pitch more
He had a
innings and get you more
3.22 ERA.
strikeouts.
Yeah.
3.22 ERA. Game started 34.
And that's Logan Webb, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think, you know, Paulie T needs to figure out what means most to him as a stat for pitchers and go based off that.
So if it's the guy that gets most strikeouts and we most innings pitched, we're on Logan Webb. If ERA and runs allowed matters, we're going to Nathan Eovaldi.
I think from a strikeout standpoint, this was Logan Webb hadn't never gotten to this 200 mark before, and it's a
I'd say
clear uptick in strikeouts. So I think Gilbert would probably be a more consistent one from a
did
strikeout, but I'm gonna
did the
double.
Giants pick up any pitchers?
Yes.
They
Who did
did.
they
I can't.
sign?
Because in the last 3 years, these 2023 he threw 216 innings pitched, 2024 204, and then this last year 207. So he gets a lot of innings pitched,
He
but they
does.
have him projected only to pitch 100 and
Who did they sign? I'm
they have
They
blanking.
him
signed
projected to
Rowan Wick recently.
they have him projected to pitch 184 innings next year or this
Yeah,
year coming up.
he eats innings.
So that's, I mean, I don't know. They have him also projected to go 12 and 10 though. So does a win help? Because if a win helps, Evaldi has. I'm gonna guess you don't want a loss on your record
No.
in fantasy.
I thought they signed someone else, but nobody too notable. So
Dude, their their rotation is not great. They've got
yes.
Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, who's well, I mean, how old is Robbie Ray these days? Like 37?
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be that old, but maybe 34.
Okay. Tyler Mayle, Adrian Hauser, and
Maley.
Landon Root.
Maybe. Yeah.
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 So
Adrian Hauser was a see no, he pitched against the Blue Jays when I watched him last year. He was a White Sox, I believe.
yeah,
But
so
yeah, you got options there from a pitching standpoint, whoever
but
you feel
Logan
most
Webb, I mean, it's
comfortable
by
with.
far the number one. Like he's getting he will get the hardest matchups as well, which is why Eovaldi might be a sneakier pick.
Sure.
So I'm on
Yeah.
Eovaldi or Gilbert, and then I think we're all unanimous Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to say. We could look like idiots, and Roman Empire has a great year, but
Yeah,
I
but if
think,
you can only keep a player for one season, I think Schwarber is that player. If this was like a dynasty where you could keep him for 5 years, then I would say Roman Anthony.
yeah,
Absolutely. And then I'd also say Logan Gilbert without it.
That's true as well. He's considerably younger as well.
yeah. But
So
is there anything else we need to get into today, fellas?
no, I think we covered it all.
Nice. Well, Brady, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It's always a blast.
Of course, Jesse.
Are we doing
Any
shortstops next?
no. You got to go based off the
Third base?
baseball book. Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
Positions. Third
Bo
baseman
Bichette.
5. Bo Bichette. Where's Bo Bichette going to be on the list?
Well, then we really messed up because we didn't do number one.
That's
True.
true.
We're saving the best for last.
Oh,
That's pitchers gonna be tough.
Yeah, that is it will be hard.
I don't think so. And my reasoning
I
behind
just,
that is there's
yeah,
like only one metric and it's pitching. It's not like hitting and defense.
Yeah.
But
Well, we'll also have to figure out if we're gonna allow relievers in there or if it's just starters.
we can do both relievers and starting pitchers.
I think starters are gonna take the most of it.
I
Yeah.
mean, both
Well,
isn't
no,
like
I
one
meant we
on.
can do a list for each
Yeah,
if we
I
wanted to.
agree.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do like five starters, five relievers or something like that. We'll figure it out.
We'll see.
But
Yeah, but Yeah.
But okay,
We'll
third
do
baseman next
third
one.
baseman next. So
And then we're doing a live one. We're gonna do our predictions, right?
yes, we're gonna do that. That'll be 2 weeks from now.
That'll be
And we're all
exciting.
together.
Yeah, we'll do a big live prediction episode. Hopefully, we can get Brady and Rito back on next week. Be nice to have both on at the same time.
Well, they'll both be on the live one for sure.
They will both be on the live one, but it'd be nice to have them on for third baseman as well.
Yeah. But
So,
yeah, that'll be good. And then World Baseball Classic reactions, I'm sure will have to be an episode.
yeah, maybe we'll do some just after the games. We'll do quick
That'd be a great
10
idea.
minutes.
Yeah, we could clip all those together. Reactions on the games.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's gonna be super fun. Live action once again. It's exciting.
Should we
I'm,
pod from
I'm,
the Crawford boxes?
I'm so excited for that.
I am too, man.
I've
I've been
never
looking
watched
at
the game from the
jerseys.
outfield, and I'm so excited.
Brady, what are we thinking? Are we getting a jersey this year?
I don't know. I got a hat.
I
I
have a feeling you both are going to walk away with an Ernie Clement jersey.
That's the goal. That is my goal, Brady. Is to buy a
Yeah,
USA Ernie Clement #5 jersey.
that would be pretty cool.
They were out of stock online, otherwise I would have gotten one. So
I don't even want to know how much they're going to be at the field.
200, I think.
200 is a tough ask.
That's
That's what they
so
were
steep.
online, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Chris thinks they're gonna be more expensive in person. I
I do.
beg to differ, but
I agree. I think they will.
I hope not,
I
but I
hope
think they
not.
will be, just like anything else.
We'll
Supply and
see.
demand, Jess. Supply and
But
demand.
I've got a jersey to wear, not a USA one. Twins jersey colors, thankfully, are USA colors, which is
Jack
helpful.
Eichel, Sabres jersey.
No, I won't be wearing that. And then I do have a USA hat as well. We'll be repping, and then some stuff I got us. We'll be repping as well, which you guys still don't know what it is.
I'm gonna look.
Please don't open the box.
You dirty dog.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? All right,
All right,
fellas.
good work.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will be back next week, hopefully, actually on Sunday.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. We were in the doghouse this weekend.
Yeah. Doghouse. Shout out to all the lovers out there. Happy Valentine's.
Hey, some of us have to work.
That's true.
True. True. All right, boys.
Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Yeah.